आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः गुकारो अन्धकारो वैरुकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षदिडुकृङ्करणे. Slogan number 23. Kastvam koham कुत आयातः कामे जननी कामे कुमे तातः इति परिभावय सर्वमसारं विश्वं त्यक्त्वा स्वप्नविचारम्. Once more. कस्त्वं कोऽहं कुत आयातः को मे जननी को मे तातः इति परिभावय सर्वमसारं विश्वं त्यक्त्वा स्वप्नविचारं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. In the Bhaja Govindam, this particular verse talks about a real seeker. Even though Bhaja Govindam Prakarana, this treatise is talking about the values of dispassion and discrimination. This particular verse in this Bhaja Govindam marked the irresponsible human beings who may pass their life according to the flow of the society and the world. After getting this special life form, human being, among 84 lakhs of living beings, human being is the only life form having the free will. Free will means a choice in action. All other living beings live their life how they are programmed in the creation. and they follow the behavior according to the instinct. But the one and only life form, what we call human being, you and me, who can read, who can think, who can make change in one's lifestyle, that human being is the only qualified life form to get out of the life and death circle, samsara. No other life form cannot put effort or come out of this samsara. Only human being can put effort and also can come out of this samsara, death and birth circle. But most of the human beings, when they are not informed about the goal, when they are not informed the connection between the goal and the actions, what they are doing, they live a life according to the flow of this society. Where they got a birth, there will be a particular society, and looking at the society, they set their life with different goals, not one goal. Every goal will have a base of happiness. I need happiness in order to make me happy, and others who are along with me, I want to make them also happy. I need to do this. So I pursue certain things in my life in order to become happy with oneself and also the people around me. I need some happiness to make them happy. So a human being usually follow the mass, the social life. In the flow of that social life, we will carry it away by setting the goals, looking others. I don't have a particular goal unless I am informed. The information which I collect from the different people, from the different standpoints of my life. When I am a young boy, I collect information from my father, from my mother, from my brother. When I go to school, when I become a school guy, I collect information from my teachers and other co-living beings who are around me. When I get into a career or a job, then I collect information around from the people who are around me. Thus, I get motivated and I will go along with the things what I have collected and how others achieved by setting these goals. And I go along with that goals in my life. This is the normal life of each and every human being. But Shruti Mata, the scripture, the traditional scripture have the same status of Mata, mother. want to help each and every life form, especially human beings. And out of compassion, this Vedic literature is also called Shruti Mata. Out of compassion to each and every life form, this Shruti Mata will come into a life form through a traditional teacher. So each and every traditional teacher is an embodiment of Vedas. Every era you will find traditional teachers, not only now. If you look into the past, from the immemorial past onwards, there will be always traditional teachers. And out of compassion, they teach others. Just out of compassion, without having any hidden agendas, without having any personal achievements keeping in their mind. They just give the real knowledge about everything. Thus, the Shruti Mata will become into a manifested form through a traditional teacher, and the traditional teacher will give the information regarding each and every living being in this world. Through that, one will reset the goal again. The traditional teacher being the manifested form of Vedas, the traditional teacher will take care of each and every disciple as a kid, as a mother. Look after the baby in each and every moment and each and every step. Similarly, the traditional teacher will help the person to achieve the goal, advising in each and every steps if needed. How can I come out of my drawback? How can I come out of my defects? How can I give up my disadvantages? Everything he will help. The point is, people out of certain selfish motivations, different achievements of this material world keeping in the mind, they normally bypass the traditional teachings. Most of them. Very rare indeed, very, very, very rare. Few people may come to study these traditional teachings. It is a common phenomenon at the every stage of the creation. Not at all everybody will come and study under a traditional teacher. And also, nobody can help others to come and to study under a traditional teacher. You can give them information. They may be interested. They may not be interested. You give up that. Your role has finished once you pass the information. Every era, not everybody will be studying under the traditional teachers. In order to study under a traditional teacher, one should be a seeker. That is what I want to say you. I want to point out. A seeker, a person who has a keen eagerness in order to know certain things in his life. How he comes under a traditional teacher. When everybody follow the social flow, as a boy or a girl, I have given already a target that you have to achieve certain degree in the university and you should enter into a job or a career. Through that job, you have to obtain money. You have to earn money. And this money will give you happiness. This money will give you a social status. This money will make you to get a good marriage alliance. This money will give you a good car. This money will give you a good house. This money will keep you always in a higher place in the social status. So I am being informed in my university or in my school itself through a career, make some money and become a rich personality in the society so that you can achieve everything. Nothing more than that information you can collect from a society. This is called samsari. In Upanishad, this person is called samsari, the topmost personality in the social status, who have abundance of money, sitting in a higher position with a lot of power. He can do anything in the society or inside the state or inside the district. That person who is enjoying the material world is called samsari. One who followed the social norms according to the informations and he made some achievements like a job, a career, etc., and made some money through his effort also. Thus, this person is now enjoying the material life with the kids and wife and a good house, good car, daily shopping, daily going to movies. He eat whatever he likes. He also spend money for certain charitable society, etc., etc. All the things he do. But one thing is missing. The goal of a human being. In order to know the goal of a human being, there should be some seekerness inside the person, a seekerhood. Without the characteristic of a seeker, one cannot understand the goal of a human being. He just go through the flow of the society. Everybody has set their goal to achieve a career or a job and make some money. The more money you have in this world, more you draw attention of the people, more you draw respect from the people. So money is the prime factor, so I should earn money. Apart from that, there is no other characteristics. I mean, seekerhood is missing. A person is not a seeker at all. What is meant by a seeker? An inquirer about what? A seeker is born in two different ways. One from a tragedy, one fulfilling certain things partially in his life. There are two ways for a seeker to be born. One, the life should reward a lot of tragedies in one's life. Thus, a seeker is born. I will explain both ways. First, you understand properly. Just we are slowly getting inside this shloka. A seeker is born due to certain tragedies happened in one's life. A seeker is born due to fulfilling certain partial desires which he was holding right from the childhood, or she was holding right from the childhood. Thus, that desires are fulfilled, then he may ask, now what? First, I will come to the first step, how a seeker is born out of tragedies. With a lot of expectations in the material world, he entered into a married life, he entered into a career, he started a business, he invested money, he made a big function of marriage, etc., etc. We all do in our life with a lot of expectations. Sometimes the expectations never work. It backfires. I can start a big company, but the product is not at all having some attraction in the world. My company will be lagging daily, day to day. I will be struggling to sustain this company. I can be in a career, but that career doesn't give me certain scopes in my life. There is no growth. I can just an amount of money, but I'm a person who is sitting in the chair and doing certain works, and I get some money, which I never thought all my life. I will be always sitting in the chair morning 8 to evening 8. Similarly, in the marriage alliance also, certain tragedies like, to whom I have wedded is not at all match or fit for me in my life. They don't have the same vision what I am having. We both differ in our dreams and also in our behavior and in our nature. But we are now married. Now what? How much expectation I was having in my business, how much expectation was having in my job, how much expectation was having in my affair, in my marriage, tragedies happens. A lot of disasters. The life is dynamic. It throws different unfamiliar situations. And I start thinking, life made me like this, to grieve all my life. This tragedy, I cannot accept myself. What happens? I was not like this. I was thinking good things after doing this job or after doing this business or after getting married. All the things are now just become smoke. It evaporates. Nothing is there now. The dreams are fallen apart. The tragedy can happen any time in the world for anybody. It's not that in a particular time everybody will be entering into a tragedy. No, any time, in the form of a disease, in the form of a relationship, in the form of an affair, in the form of a business failure, in the form of a crisis in the job, any time a tragedy can happen, then you are nothing. And you start thinking, my subordinate or another person who is nearby, sitting near to me in the chair, he always finds a shortcut or wrong ways to achieve money. But I am not a person like that. Why still I am having a lot of tragedies in my life? I'm a dharmic person. I go straight in my life. I never cheated anybody. I never looted anybody. I never done anything wrong to anybody in this world. Still I am having how much tragedies. See, why like this? I never made any hurt to anybody. Why these people are talking rumors about me? I never talk anything, one ill word about anybody. Still people are talking ill of me. Why like this? I'm talking about the birth of a seeker. Understand? This is the way. Why like this? A person who go straight way, who don't collect illegal money, who don't do illegal actions, still that person is struggling to get his daily bread. Why like this? Why only for me? How many people are living after getting married? Why I am like this with this relationship? Why she became like this or why he became like this? Why they should disturb me in my life? Why it happened in my life? Everybody has gone through this type of situations. Everybody. Why to me? Why it happened to me? I am not a person to hurt somebody. Then why the Lord is hurting me? The world is full of hypocrites. The world is full of looters. The world is full of people who take advantages of other situations. Somebody is paying. Behind him, they are looting his own property because he is under pain and he is going through a crucial situation. That is the right time to loot him or her. People do all these things. When you are blind due to your pain or suffering, on that time people will try to cheat you. Then you come to know after a period of time only. On that time only they have cheated me. Yeah. Government makes some big crisis in the state or a district, and people will be focusing on the big crisis. On that time, government makes certain things underneath. Some decisions, some money transfer to an illegal construction, to a things, because people are not focusing what is going on underneath. They are just focusing in the COVID. They are just focusing the corona strike. They are just focusing. The mass is focusing on certain things. That is the right time for a government to do certain illegal things. On that time, they will make an agreement, like giving somebody to illegal construction across the river, or deforesting the forest, or whatever it may be. It happens everywhere. For an individual, when he is suffering, he is not concentrating or focusing certain things about his life. On that time, people will be taking advantage of his life. So a person will start thinking from the tragedy. Why to me? Why to me? Why God is giving lot of money to a person who don't need? And somewhere in the world, like Somalia, People are starving for food. They can't get one-time food for several days. But on the other hand, Lord is giving in abundance the food, water, etc., etc., and they waste the food. In the hotel, if you see certain people used to waste the food, they order certain things and they eat half or quarter, and it's enough. And just they will waste. On the other hand, a person is starving for food. They can't get one-time food. Once in a week, they can't get one-time food. Why Lord is making like this type of situation in creation? Who is behind all these things? Why the creation have a lot of suffering and pain? Why God created an innocent child with having certain problem in the heart? Why God created certain problem in my life? I never hurt anybody right from my childhood. Still, Bhagavan, Lord has given certain problem in my life. Why to me? Is God is a psycho? Because in some places he has dumped money. In some places, people are struggling for one penny. I see the irony all around my creation, because that thinking about the irony of the creation start from my life. Because of my tragedy, I start to think about the world and people, how they live. Because the person who is sitting near me is not a right person. He go always, he find out wrong ways and he make money in a wrong way. But I am a person who believe in the God, who believe in the truth, who go in the right way. Still, I am in trouble in my career, in my job, in my business, and in my relationship. Why to me? People who are looting, people who see certain shortcuts in their life, in the career, people who have hypocritic faces, they are surviving with lot and lot of money and they are becoming millionaires. The person like me who go through a right path, just struggling, and we cannot go ahead. We are just tired of seeing all these things. And we start to think from our life and to the person who are near to me, I will start about their life. And the entire world is like this. Somebody who is looting the people becoming the minister. Somebody is cheating the person is becoming the major person in a society. Somebody killed somebody becoming the leader of the society. Somebody taking money of the others and spending for him will becoming a unique personality for the society, you know. A porn movie actress is praised. At the same time, a rape victim is being disrespected in the society. See the irony. Similarly, from all kinds of our world, the thoughts will come, and I see irony. Why society and the creation is like this? Why this creation is like this? Why it happened to me? Why an innocent child get a lot of diseases even after coming to this world without doing anything? A child, a just born child is an innocent. Why this society, why this creation behave like this? I want to help a duckling, a small duck, a duckling. And I took the duckling near to a pond and I kept inside the pond. A big fish jumped and hold the duckling and just drowned. I want to help that poor bird. That is why I took from the roadside and kept inside the pond. Immediately a big fish came and it made itself this duckling as a prey. Why? Lord is giving lot of troubles for me through my hands. I am not a person like this. Right in front of me, I given some safety for that bird. Instead of that safety, God has made a tragedy for that bird. How? Why? Like this, all the mental tortures will make the person to think about his life and to think about others' life and also think about the whole creation. A seeker will not start to think about I want moksha, but definitely a seeker will think I want to be free from all these issues. This is the first step of a seeker. I want to be free from the issues which right now I am facing. I'm mentally tortured by different things, by thinking certain things around me, what is happening. Now I want to be free. I just want to be free, giving up all kinds of these thoughts. How can I be free? How can I find out all these answers? From where I will get all these answers? How this creation is having lot of ironies. How, from where, how I can get all these answers? And a person will start the inquiry through spiritual path. It's not very easy for everybody because people who are having small pain, when the pain is reduced, they will forget the things and they will follow the same path. Again, they will meet with a pain or a hurt. They will meet with a pain or a hurt. It's a small pain. After a period of time, it gets reduced and they will follow the same path. But a seeker start to think himself, why this creation is full of tragedies and pain and hurt? Unless the creator having some problem, this creation cannot happen. There should be certain problems for the creator. That's why this type of creation is there right in front of us with a lot of issues. I want to know who has created this world, why all these things are having different tragedies, different disasters in different parts of the world. People who are in the right track get defeated every time. People who are in the wrong track getting praised by others, getting good social status, getting into the higher chairs, and the people consider them as leaders. But the whole way he achieved that chair is nothing but illegal ways. So I am looking towards the world from my career, from my married life, or from my job, anything, some tragedies will make the person to think bit more vast towards the world and people. Only to me the tragedy, or for others also there. And the person will start thinking about the things happening around him as a seeker. Now he will be having some breakthrough. How? He may be resting under certain temples, thinking of all these things. He may be going for a pilgrimage. Or sometimes we are just resting under a tree, or maybe we were resting inside a house. In India, especially in South India, the festivals will be continued around the year. Some festivals, Mariamman Pujai, Vinayagar Pujai, Vijayadashami, Hanumat Jayanti, Ramanavami. Different pujas will be there in each and every temple. The whole year will be always certain celebration for the temple. Suppose you sit inside your house itself, you can listen through the speakers what is going on in a temple. Suppose I am a person who is settled abroad. Due to my mental distractions, I want to be free little bit. So I pack my things and I go for a journey for 1 month to some, especially for some spiritual places, a spiritual journey. Go to India or go to Greece, wherever it may be, wherever you feel. If you are a qualified person, if you are a real seeker like this, your journey will end up meeting somebody who giving a spark to the starting of a spiritual journey. Like this, I will tell you. First, I will tell about an Indian. Suppose you are sitting with all kinds of thought like this, and you are sitting inside the house. Due to the mental agony, you don't want to do anything. You just sit in the house and sitting with a lot of issues keeping inside the mind. And you can listen from a temple nearby. Somebody is talking in the temple, giving a lecture, and he is saying, Atma is Purnaha. Atma is the source of ultimate happiness. World is nothing like but dream. The person who knows Atma becomes fearless. He may just receive certain sentences from nearby temple. You don't know anything. He is packed with agonies inside by his mind, or she is packed with certain problems regarding family matters or an affair, whatever it may be, and just sitting in an Indian house. He may or she may listen from the temples. Due to some celebration, somebody is giving some lecture in that temple. Every temple is a place for delivering this type of spiritual talks. And that person is, through the mic, he is giving certain lectures based on scriptures. Somehow my mind get attracted towards this, what he is talking. And I just listened. And he says certain sentences. There is no connection for me because I don't have that samskara to know what he is talking, because I never listened to Vedanta. But I can listen certain things what he is saying. After knowing Atma, the person will be freed from all kinds of his sorrows. My God, what he is talking about, a sentence. What is Atma? How I can understand this Atma? Like this, he may say, Everything is nothing but mithya, maya. Nobody is filled with sorrows, but everybody is the source of ultimate happiness. Certain sentences you may listen from the temples nearby you if you are in India. This will be the spark of the beginning of the spiritual journey if you are a real seeker. This is how one enters into the pursuit of knowledge. I want to know what is behind my sufferings and tragedies. I want to know who is behind the creation. I want to know whether the creator is having a partial mentality. He given much money for somebody, he given nothing to somebody. Why all these things happen? I want to know the secret. And this person who is talking inside the temple also saying certain sentences which are striking to my mind. I want to know what is real. I will meet him and I will ask, who are you? What is this? Can I ask some questions which I am right now having certain things in my mind? So this meeting will become his turning point towards the spirituality. A seeker is born. If a person got an idea to meet that person who is giving lecture in the temple, after the lecture, I want to meet him personally so that I can talk and I can get some relief to my mind. Because his words are coming from a confident mind. You don't say blah, blah, blah. When you have so much confidence about the subject matter you have studied, your words also will throw fire on others' mind. If not, it will become a cold charcoal, like politicians used to do. If the person has so much confidence in the subject matter, his words are just fire inside the listener's mind. Similarly, this person got some fire from that words. Thus, a seeker is born. He will go to meet a person. Now I will come to the second person, the second way of becoming seeker. The person who is living abroad, it may be in Germany, it may be in UK, it may be in USA, it may be in any part of the world, it may be from Amazon, whatever it may be. The person due to his sufferings, the person due to his tragedy, the person due to his all kinds of issues in the family matters, he wants to get isolated for a time being from all these things. He just pack up all the things and he will go for a journey. Where he will get certain where he will get a certain amount of peace and calm. Also, he has read some books in India or in some other places in the world. He may go. Wherever he go, there will be some ideas that I should ask somebody or I should share my problems to